the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
And I'm
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, if they want to take this first game, they're really going to have to fight for it. The crowd will be against them. The opponent has been waiting for this for months. Should be a great test of their fortitude. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in. A little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At power forward, Omari Spellman. At center, Alex Len. At point guard, Trey Young. At the other guard position, Ken Bazemore. At the other forward position, Torian Prince. The head coach of the team, position at 6'9", number 20, Kevin Knox. At point, at 6'6", number 11, Frank Angelakina. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 5, Courtney Lee. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 00, Enes Kanter. The head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Then it's Young. Then there's Len. Now here's Len. Screened by Young. The feed now to Bazemore. 5 on the clock. From about 16, Prince misses.
And so much to like about Courtney Lee and the consistency with which he brings his lunch pail to the job. A high-character guy, has played in some big-time games, plays with toughness, and plays very disciplined. Great guy to have on the roster.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Young outside, back to Bazemore. Glenn, a screen. Young against Lee. The shot from 20 feet away. No good, shot missing. And New York will come the other way. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Young. Tipped away. Here's Ntilikina. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Lee. Cantor with it. Out to Lee. Clock at 6. Cantor sets the pick for Lee. Hits the three-point bomb. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a nice job. You got to have some technical footwork in order to knock down an opportunity like that, and Courtney Lee coming through.
Pass to Len. Young outside. The three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
It's good on the putback.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. Taken away. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lee against Bazemore. And it's Lee penetrating. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner. And competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. Brent, I know it's a long season, but there's something special about NBA opening night.
We do a great job of presenting that, too. Every year, there's just spectacular stuff going on all day long. So many people are fired up to get to the arena. People coming early, festive. You get your new gear on. You got the new colors, whatever the new shoes are. Everybody's got them on. Let's get fired up and throw it up.
You remember opening day, don't you? Especially as a rookie, I would assume. My goodness.
Of course, the very first opening day sticks with you the most. Mine happened to be with the Los Angeles Clippers when I was drafted by the Denver Nuggets, traded to L.A., but I do remember that day, and I still have that jersey, Kevin.
No kidding.
Well, it didn't get played all that much in the first game, but I still have it.
And so it's New York with it after the miss from Trae Young.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Here's Ntilikina, and there's the pass to Vonleh, stolen by Len. Bazemore for 3. Can't hit that one.
I'm scratching my head on that one. This is not his shot, and he of all people should know that. Hopefully he will try to work his way closer to the basket next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Ntilikina. Kept alive, and Kanter throws it down.
The sheer strength of Kanter really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Bazemore kicks to Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
The Atlanta shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent being disruptive, forcing turnover, something the Knicks couldn't do last season.
Yeah, last year, 29th in the league in steals. The roster was more big than quick last year, so unable to extend some of their pressure because of the way that they played. It makes it hard to fire up some of that transition offense if you're not getting out there and getting steals. Well, the best part of this Hawks team now is their youth. And with youth comes a ton of potential, a ton of room for this team to grow together, both the new coaching staff and the new guys to the league. And they have some cap flexibility, some other things that they can do to get creative around this youthful and exuberant roster.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by New York. Got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
They get a hand on it, so it's the Knicks now. New York leading by 7. And Brent with the Hawks having the picks they had in the draft helps as well.
Well, you bring that much talent in, that's always a good thing because talent is going to trump anything else. You add that to the rookies, John Collins, who was good last year, and the development of Taurean Prince. It seems like the core is going to be in place. It's just a team that over the next 2 or 3 seasons is going to have to learn what it takes to compete night in and night out.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Now, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
So it's Atlanta now, trailing by 10. Prince outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Bazemore gets the bucket.
And that's just a pretty looking stroke from the outside by Bazemore there. The perimeter shot now a staple of his game.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Kanter. It's Vonleh atop the key. And there's the 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ntilikina. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 6 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Atlanta screen. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
Knocks it loose. Out to the right wing. Ntilikina passes to Lee. He feeds it to Kanter. Offensive rebound. Vonleh kicks to Lee. Shoots over Bazemore. It's deflected.
Sensational coverage by Bazemore there. His length makes him a threat to always be able to block shots like that.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Knox. There's the pick. Off on the layup. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's the floater. Len grabs the board.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Here's Prince. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Taurean Prince, the product out of Baylor, Brent. Sometimes you wish he would take more shots than he does.
Prince has had a coach that's infused some confidence in him. He has a new coach this year, and we'll see if that carries over. But has had some moments, and Coach Bud leaned on him pretty heavy in the last campaign. We'll see if Pierce does the same this year.
The first one falls. Brett, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There's also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. Here's Len. The Knicks making the shot. Up top, Len. Burke covering. Poked away. One-on-one fast break. Hardaway with a wide open look. And again, it's New York.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Atlanta calls timeout. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for New York.
And the one shot they've stayed away from tonight has been that long three. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection, not launching as many deep threes.
Now here's Lynn. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Lynn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you ask bigs to set screens. Alex Len doing that right now to set up teammates.
Hardaway is screen on Lynn. Burke kicks to Hardaway. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Burke. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, the Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year. Lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And for the Hawks, those problems are things that are just part of the process, Brent, of growing this team.
Yeah, you got to really focus on positives around this rebuild. They've got a solid group of young, talented players that can really shoot the basketball. What they're going to have to do is start to take some pride on the defensive end of the floor and they're going to have to learn what it takes to play an 82-game season with consistent effort on both ends. And last year for the Knicks, a bit of a throwback offense, first in the league in 2-point attempts and second to last in the league in 3-point attempts. We'll see if the new coaching staff changes some of those numbers.
Now here's Prince. He has 5. Basket counts. Here's Burke. It's a 5-point game. Outside Hardaway. Now Vonleh. He kicks it to Burke. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Over Carter. And that one hits back iron. And talking about the Knicks last year, definitely one of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Interesting to look down at their scoring last year, as their top 4 scorers were either centers or forwards. And that's a little bit unusual in today's game, where most of the impact's coming from your point guard or a wing player. Not the case for the Knicks, so they're looking for some backcourt help.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% from the line a season ago.
And New York making a change here. Knox is checked in. Well, you just look at the talent that left the Hawks over the last few seasons, Brent. Easy to see why they needed to start over.
Yeah, it started with Al Horford and his departure, and then Teague and Millsap did the same. And hard for any franchise to remain competitive when you lose that many quality players, especially their chemistry in Budenholzer's system, are arguably a great fit for one another, and now off to doing bigger and better things.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor, coming off a terrific season. 5th in field goal percentage, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. He's off on the first. You look at the Knicks free agent signings, Brent, haven't been so great over the past few seasons.
Yeah, a lot of that's been due to major injuries. When you sign veteran guys and you're in a situation where you're hoping to win now or get to the playoffs, there's a risk that comes with that. So that cap management for the Knicks, it's been a tricky game and one they've come up on the short end on.
Well, Brent, as a former dunk contest winner, I have to ask your thoughts on one of the great Hawks of all time, the terrific human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins.
Well, Dominique, one of the greatest athletes this game has ever seen, and one of the most feared dunkers, obviously, of his era. You remember a lot of the highlights with Neek coming in, flying in, and finishing off a shot that might have missed from the opposite wing and going up over the top in 2 or 3 guys. So he certainly doesn't get enough credit nationally for the type of offensive firepower that Neek provided for his beloved Atlanta Hawks for years and years.
He misses the free throw. Even after a number of years in this league, Len still feels like a developmental project.
Well, out of the 5 positions, centers seem to be not only the latest guys to develop, but also with the way the game is going, you wonder what their position is in today's game. You look at Marc Gasol, he didn't become elite until he turned about 30 years old. Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan, it takes some time, Kevin.
Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Knox. There's a screen by Cantor. Back to Hardaway. Here's Knox. It's tipped. And he makes good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Back to Lynn. To the paint. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Left side Hardaway. Down low. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist from Hardaway. 6 points for Enes Kanter. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine Jamison and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Anderson is out there with Carter. Then it's Alex Len. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Now here's Len. Herter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Burke dishes to Hardaway. Kicks it to Burke. Up top, Kanter. New York moving the ball around. Here's Knox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Knox has got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Anderson passes to Lin. The jump hook, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Lin being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
The pass to Knox. Back to Burke. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Knicks, Ron Baker, he's checked in for Hezonja. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Burke. Here's Lin. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lin's got his second bucket of the night.
And Lin is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Kanter sets the pick for Mudiay. Back to Kanter. Over Anderson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's 10 points for Enes Kanter. The Hawks trail by 6. Lin kicks to Carter. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Baker. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Baker's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Back to Lin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lin's got 7.
Even with the defense all over him, Lin buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
Now here's Kanter. 10 points for him. Cantor with a screen on Carter. Hardaway, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And New York making a change here. Lee's checked in. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Here's Lee following the basket by Trae Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit the free throw line jump. The Hawks trail by 3. Back to Anderson. Spellman is covered by Cantor. Puts it up. Rebounded by Knox. The Knicks leading by 3. He dishes it to Moutier. Passes it to Baker. Back to Moutier. Screen by Lee. Cantor with a screen on Young. Here's Moutier. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Unreal play there. Moutier ran that pick and roll to perfection to get himself the shot.
And Young, here we go. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Spellman is covered by Cantor. Spellman. Excellent D from Cantor. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Baker. Pass to Lee. Cantor sets the pick for Lee. Offensive rebound. Knox scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here is Young, defended by Moutier. Dishes it to Young. There's the pick.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Baker. He kicks it to Cantor. To the middle. Here's Moutier, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the pass to Anderson. Lee against Bazemore. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Bazemore does a good job of not getting thrown off balance there. Keeps his focus even after getting hit.
With Kent Bazemore, Brent, a lot of what he brings on the defensive end starts with his length, a very large, long arm span.
Yeah, not a picnic for any guard that's trying to navigate around the length of Kent Bazemore. He's always had an impressive steal and block total as the seasons have gone on, and a ball handler doesn't ever feel quite comfortable with Baze around.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
Well, Bazemore is showing what every lefty has, and that's craftiness. Just uses his body very well and takes smart shots within the offense.
Here's Knox. 9 points in the game so far. Vonleh, the pass to Ntilikina. With the floater, it's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young outside. There's a good screen. Another shot, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. New York called for the foul. The Hawks have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Baker. Ntilikina passes to Knox. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Lee outside. Nailed from three-point land. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Atlanta calls timeout. A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, and Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for New York. They get it again. Got a hand on it.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's 2 shots. Foul. 2.
For New York, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Trey Burks checked in for the Knicks. And he sinks the second. The Hawks trail by 12. Prince outside. Back to Young. Pass to Dorsey. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got 7 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. Back to Burke. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 13. Bazemore, no one around him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Ntilikina. To the inside. Young with the steal. To the paint. Spellman. No good on that one. And New York will come the other way. And stolen by Bazemore. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Knox. Rebounded by the Hawks. To the inside. Bazemore. And the dunk by Bazemore.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
New York leading by 9. There's the screen. Ntilikina passes to Hezonja. Here's Knox. Back to Hezonja for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Hezonja's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Screen by Young. Down low. Dorsey down low. Burke covering. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Cantor comes in for Vonleh, and Hardaway is subbed in for Ntilikina.
Shooting 1.
New York leading by 9. And here is Hezonja. Outside Hardaway. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Len. He has 7. Len dishes to Prince. And it's blocked, but they get it back. 5 on the clock. Len a screen. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Prince.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Cantor sets the pick for Burke. The wing jumper off target.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And Len has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. The Knicks leading by 9. Burke with it. He has 7. Kicks to Cantor. Shoots over Len. And down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
It's been all about Enes Kanter for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A big night so far for Enes Kanter. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
The incredible view of One World Trade Center rising high above New York City. Welcome back, everyone. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
You know what? That guy's not going to hurt us. Don't worry about him. Boom. Supporting role, and then he puts some points on you. They better make an adjustment.
New York leading by 11. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Hardaway is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. Here's Young. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Spellman. And that one's on target from the wing.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense. I thought Prince had a phenomenal second year in the NBA last season, asked to do a little bit more, a little more confidence in his ball handling and scoring ability. He jumped into the starting lineup, and he instantly became a key part of what they were trying to do in a very intricate offense around former coach Mike Budenholzer.
Hits it from three-point range. Prince has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Ntilikina kicks to Lee. Passes to Ntilikina. There's a screen. Here's Knox. He's covered by Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Hawks. Len's got his 8th rebound here tonight. You know, Brent, with Prince and his improvement, he just offers so much from the small forward position.
Now, there's been growth in every portion of the Garden that has been his skill set. One of the better passers at his position. He showed that off and played much more under control last year. I think just given the minutes, he settled into what it is that he could do to be impactful in games and did a great job with it in his second year.
Here's Ntilikina. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the size, quickness, and defense of Ntilikina reminds some of a young Sean Livingston, a unique point guard with a promising future.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, He's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
And that one misses. Vonleh's checked in for Knox. Good on the second free throw. And Frank Ntilikina, you know, Brent, he has shown tremendous promise, but also has all the usual growing pains of a young player.
Well, entered the league at just 19 years of age, and a lot of questions about the level of competition in France before it is that Frank made his way over to the Big Apple. But he's a very versatile defender and showed some great flashes last year of lateral quickness, good length, and, of course, great instinct on that end of the floor.
Young outside. Now the dish to Prince. Len with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Bazemore. Good D by Lee.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
All right, a chance to see stats for Hardaway. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Now here's Len. He has 5. He had a nice open look right there. He has 7.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Ntilikina passes to Lee. Here's Ntilikina. There's a screen by Kanter. Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. Shoots over Len. Rebound Atlanta. Len's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Spellman. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Pass to Vonleh. Lee outside. Shot on the wing. They get it back. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. The Knicks have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good.
It feels like Courtney Lee, wherever he goes, he fits in and he finds a way to play a lot of important minutes for the team he's on.
Baker, he's checked in for New York. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Ntilikina. And both free throws good for Lee.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
The Hawks trail by 10. Screen by Young. They set the pick. One kick kicks to Anderson. Over Lee. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Now here's Lee. 12 points for him. Good on the bucket.
That's pretty hard to guard. You love how fast Courtney Lee gets that floater off before the defense can react to him.
Young dishes to Anderson. He kicks to Len. Screen by Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Shoots off the screen. That one drops for him.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Now here's Moutier, defended by Young. Back to Vonleh. Cantor sets the pick for Moutier. Rejected by Len.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Anderson against Lee. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now here's Lee. He's got 14. Back to Vonleh. It's deflected. Out to Lee. Now here's Moutier. Second chance shot, and the Knicks good for 2.
Yeah, just so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch him focus on improving that shot.
Young with the ball, defended by Moutier. Here's Anderson. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. New York leading by 12. Now Moutier, 6 points for him. Off target at the rim.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Anderson kicks to Young. They set the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Young's got 6.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Now here's Moutier. Lee outside. There's a screen by Cantor. Shoots a 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. There's the pass to Anderson. Len, a screen. To the paint. They get a hand on it. From past the arc. Anderson can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 10. The 11-footer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Young.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
And the first one drops. A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Cantor. Mario Hezonja comes in for Ron Baker. And it's Burke in for Emmanuel Moutier. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Lynn. 8 points for him. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
And here is Lynn. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Lynn with it. Vonleh on him. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks leading by 9. Down low, here's Knox. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Lynn the pass to Anderson. Back to Lynn. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Was shot by Dorsey, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Hezonja kicks to Vonleh. Back to Hezonja. Clock at 6. With some arc, and Lee with the layup. Lee's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Anderson dishes to Lynn. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep, drills it from outside. Lynn's got 11 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
There's a screen. Burke, the pass to Vonleh. And the shot is good. Vonleh's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here is Lynn. He's got 11. Pass to Dorsey. Anderson the screen. Lee against Carter. The 3. The second chance effort. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Anderson.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Now here's Burke. He has 7. Lee outside. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
The first free throw is good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
The Hawks making a switch here. Prince is checked in. So he gets them both.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Outside, Lynn. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rebounded by Knox. New York leading by 12. Hazonia with the ball. They set the pick. On the wing, Lee. 4 on the shot clock. Vonleh setting the pick for Lee. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Prince kicks to Lynn. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Knicks. They lead by 12. And we'll be back with you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Lynn and Bazemore make up the backcourt. Carter is out there with Prince. Outside, Lynn, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And stolen by Hazonia.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. Pass to Hazonia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Knox misses. The Hawks trail by 12. Down low, Lynn. The Knicks pull it in. Ntilikina's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Knox. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Prince. From the wing, Ntilikina can't hit.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Prince's shot is good.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
There's the pick. Ntilikina passes to Hardaway. Here's Knox. And the officials call traveling violation. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. They'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Kicks it to Lynn. Jumper off the screen. He's off on that one, and New York will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Banked in off the glass. And 11 points for Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Hawks trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Lynn. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lynn there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Cantor's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Len's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Lynn. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Hardaway is screen on Lynn. Ntilikina kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Vonleh. Over Prince. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Hawks trail by 9. Inside. It's deflected.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Hezonja on the wing. Defended by Carter. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. There's a screen by Cantor. Clock is at 3. Puts it up from 15.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Hezonja. Hardaway from outside. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Lynn dishes to Carter. He kicks to Bazemore. Lynn, a screen. And a wide-open look for Lynn. Kept alive by Atlanta. And it goes down 2 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. Hezonja on the wing. Defended by Carter. Hardaway for 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Feeds it to Lynn. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn. The Knicks leading by 10. Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. There's a screen by Cantor. Back to Vonleh. Over Prince. The shot by Vonleh no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And Lynn now top the key. Here's Prince. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now here's Hardaway. Ball's knocked loose. Outside, Lynn. The shot will not fall. Good D by Hardaway. Ntilikina passes to Vonleh. 14 feet away. Rebounded by the Hawks. Prince has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Carter. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Knicks leading by 8. Passes it to Ntilikina. Kicks to Cantor. Outside Hardaway. Back to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Bazemore sets the screen for Lynn. From deep, Prince unable to get that one. And New York the other way now. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Hezonja. Cantor inside. Len on him. Here's Hezonja. And too long on the shot. The Hawks trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Hawks making a change here.
One shot.
And that one falls for Prince.
It always has this feeling that Taurean Prince is DeMarre Carroll 2.0 for this club. Good size, big frame, capable defender, but each year taking some strides on the offensive end to become more and more dangerous.
Now here's Hardaway. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Young. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time, Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
And Young kicks to Len. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. The pass to Bazemore. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Vonleh.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. On Baker, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Hawks trail by 10. Now here's Len. It's Prince on the wing. Len, a screen. Shoots from the line. Prince's shot is good. Prince has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Taurean Prince is doing it all. Damage from everywhere. Inside, outside, on the drive.
Ntilikina kicks to Lee. There's a screen by Cantor. Baker passes to Lee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lee's got 14 points here in the second half.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Len. Prince, right side. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Ntilikina kicks to Lee. There's a screen by Cantor. They set the pick. Back to Lee. Cantor with a screen on Bazemore. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
There's Baker. There's a screen by Cantor. Baker, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now here's Prince. Len sets a screen for Prince. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. The Knicks leading by 8. And stolen by Prince. To the middle, Lee with the steal. From beyond the arc, they get it back. Baker makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here's Bazemore. Glenn, a screen. Now, here is Young. D right on him.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Here's Ntilikina, and it's good for 2. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
Shots good from Young.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Ntilikina. Cantor inside, guarded by Len. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Shooting for New York, Kevin Knox. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the Knicks making a change here. Hezonja's checked in. And he sinks the second. The Hawks trail by 11. Len, a screen. Here's Bazemore. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Bazemore seems to be locked in. Even when there's an aggressive defense around him, not getting rattled.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Passes it to Knox. And now, here's Hezonja, guarded by Prince. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Lee. Lock it 2. But they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Now Hezonja. The pass to Ntilikina. He kicks it to Lee. There's a screen by Kanter. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Lee, that's good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Here's Ntilikina. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.